Having trouble fitting all your camping gear in the back of your vehicle, either because you have too much stuff packed or you have stowaways in the back seat? In this video, we'd like to show you how we tackle that problem.
Even though we don't usually like hauling stuff up on top, sometimes it's the only alternative.
Besides reducing gas mileage and raising our vehicle's center of gravity, main concern for us is rain, our stuff getting wet.
What works great for us are these. They're dry bags used mainly for river rafting and canoeing.
Before we got into vehicle camping or overlanding, we spent 3 decades heavily involved in expedition canoeing. Bags like these were crucial in keeping all our gear safe and dry no matter what happens. A lot of times they're sitting in 3, 4, sometimes 5 inches of water in the bottom of the canoe from waves coming over the side. Sometimes you misjudge rapids and end up swimming, watching your overturned canoe and all your packs floating downstream ahead of you.
That's every bit as wet as strapped to the roof traveling at highway speeds through a heavy rain.
When the opening is sealed properly, these have proven to us to be completely waterproof. This is how that's done. A quality dry bag will always have these strips molded into the top on both sides. This makes the bag a little bit more rigid here, and this is where we're going to start the folds. Now for the first fold, these strips need to line up with each other and no wrinkles all the way across. So we fold it down once, no wrinkles. Fold it down again, no wrinkles. Then we need to burp out a lot of this excess air in there. What I like to do is hold one side tight, put my weight on it, kind of loosen up the other end, and push that air out. Then hold it tight. Make sure there's no wrinkles across the top. Then we continue to fold it down. Now these next folds, if you get a wrinkle or two in them, they won't matter that much. Then we have these side buckles. Hook them on both sides. Like that. Then cinch down the straps tight. Now, in addition to these side straps, on these larger bags, we have shoulder straps, so they use as a backpack when we're portaging them, or portaging if you're Canadian. But they also have these straps that come over the top. Buckle them in. Pull the straps tight, and that, my friends, is waterproof. Believe it or not, it is.
Dry bags come in just about any shape or size you can think of. So instead of just one big heavy bag to lift up and down, you can divide all your gear up into smaller bags. And you can have them in different colors to signify what's in them.
On smaller bags like this, they seal up the same as the big ones. They still have those strips on here. You line those up. Fold it nice and wrinkle-free. Fold it again, nice and wrinkle-free. And then we can burp some of the air out. Come on. We can burp some of the air out. That's how well these things seal. There it goes. Nice and straight. Then fold it down. Now on the small ones, we don't have the buckles on the side. So what we do is we twist it as much as we can. Then we bring it around and we attach the two ends together like that. Now the majority of bags that we've been showing you are made by Cascade Designs under the Seal Line brand. Now this is a bag that we got about a year ago, and it's quickly becoming our favorite. This is more of a duffel bag type of arrangement. It still has, all the buckles that hold it nice and tight and waterproof, and it has those sealing strips along it. And this is really nice. It has Velcro to hold it in place while you're folding it down so nothing can move. But this holds a lot of stuff, really easy to get into. I think we're going to be buying a couple more of these. But it closes up the same as any other dry bag. Get the air out, keep folding it. Buckle the ends. Cinch them down. And the top straps. Has this handle. And it acts exactly like a duffel bag then. This one is AquaQuest. Now, how to put them on the roof. Of course, you're going to need some sort of roof rack. Either a stock rack with multiple crossbars or a basket like this that we have bolted onto some stock crossbars, or virtually any aftermarket rack will work. So now, how do we hold them on? We use these. And again, this goes back to our canoeing days. These are straps that are primarily used for holding canoes on trailers or on top of vehicles in transport, and for holding dry bags like this in whitewater rafts. These come in a huge variety of lengths. They do have two things in common. One is one end is plain, and the other one has one of these cam buckles on it. Now, how we use these depends largely on how big your bags are and the type of rack you have. So basically, you take the plain end, you put it over, you wrap it around some piece of your roof rack on one end, bring this end back over, take your buckle end, wrap it around a piece of your rack, bring it up here towards the top, take the plain end, feed it through that buckle, and pull it tight. Or you can always just use rope. A tip on getting great deals on bags like this: do a search for canoeing and rafting outfitters. At the end of every season, they usually sell off that season's rental equipment. Sometimes you can get crazy deals on all sorts of camping equipment.
So, if you like what we're doing here, consider subscribing to our channel and look us up on Facebook and Instagram.
And like and share. Having trouble packing all your... Having trouble remembering your lines?
So instead of just one big heavy bag to lift up and down, you can divide the...
Or virtually any aftermarket... I ran out of breath.